Subject very, very sharply is wisdom for the top. Wisdom for the top. Ecclesiastes chapter 8 and in verse 1. The Bible said, "Who is as the wise man, and who knoweth the interpretation of a thing? A man's wisdom maketh his face to shine, and the boldness of his face shall be changed." Proverbs chapter 8 verse 15 and 16. Wisdom speaking said, "By me kings reign, and princes decree justice. By me princes rule, even all the judges of the earth." The Lord bless his word in Jesus' name. Tonight, our objective is to understand the wisdom keys that take people to the top. It is one thing to go to the top, it's another thing to remain at the top. But tonight, our focus is what is it that will take somebody up first? Wisdom keys that take people to the top. We saw already in the seats of destiny, the Bible said we are the light of the world, a city set on a hill that cannot be hid. So the top is where we belong. Not for show, not to make a name, but for the glory of God. According to verse 16, say, "Let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven." So we are not going up to brag or go up to oppress people or go up to become proud and arrogant, but we are going up so that people know that the up belongs to God. He is the most high, and the most high places of the earth belong to his people. That's the aim. Like we have said all the time, it is more evangelistic. It is more evangelistically resultful to speak from the top than to speak from the bottom. The managing director of an organization, is easier for him to speak, to convince the workforce to follow his God than for the messenger to convince the MD to follow his God. It's easier to impact from up than to impact from down. It's far more profitable in every way to be up than to be in the bottom. And so this moment, if you look at the lives of the people like Joseph, people like David, people like Daniel, these were people that impacted nations. These were people that changed territories. They didn't do it from down, they did it from up. Joseph influenced from up. Daniel influenced a nation from up. David influenced Israel from up. Now, what wisdom did they employ? What wisdom will you employ to go up? Number one, maintain the presence of God. Maintain the presence of God. Maintain the company of God. In Genesis 39 and in verse 2, the Bible said, "And the Lord was with Joseph." Verse 21, the Lord was with Joseph. "And the Lord with Joseph took Joseph up and kept Joseph up." Just remember this if you don't remember anything for this point. You cannot dwell with the Most High and not dwell in the high places of the earth. Again, you cannot dwell with the Most High and not dwell in the high places of the earth. The shadow of the Most High is not on the ground. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. Whatever you do, keep the company of the Most High. Association is key to elevation. Associate with the Most High and you will be elevated to the most high places of the earth. Maintain the presence of the Most High. Number 2, possess vision for the future. Possess vision, rather vision for the top. In Genesis chapter 37 verse 3 all the way to verse 9, we saw the life of Joseph. If you start from verse 5, and he dreamed dreams and he told it to his brethren. Read all the way to verse 9, you will see about the dreams of Joseph, and all the dreams pointed to him being at the top. In Genesis chapter 13 and in verse 14 to verse 15, God speaking to Abraham, and the Lord said to Abraham, after that Lot was separated from him, lift up now thine eyes and look from the place where thou art, northward, southward, and eastward, and westward. For the land which thou seest, to thee will I give it, and to thy seed forevermore. Please take note of the following 2 or 3 things. 1, vision is key to elevation. Is key to elevation. 2nd, where you find yourself today, where you see yourself today, determines where you will find yourself tomorrow. Where do you see yourself? You see yourself on the floor today, you will find yourself on the floor tomorrow. If you see yourself on the top today, even if you are not on the top yet, but you see yourself on the top today, you will find yourself on the top tomorrow. Don't let your situation limit your vision. Let your vision rearrange your situation. Don't let your situation limit your vision. Let your vision rearrange your situation. That is, no matter where you are, no matter where you find yourself today, decide where you want to find yourself and see yourself there. Joseph had it, David had it, and they all found themselves there. Maintain the presence of God, possess vision for the top. Number 3, be different in every way. Be different in every way. You want to find yourself on the top, and there are majority of people you know on the floor. Be different from them in every way. Be different in your mindset, how you think. Be different in your lifestyle, how you behave. Genesis 39 and in verse 2, he showed us how different Joseph was from his brethren. 37 verse 2 rather. He brought evil report of his brethren, which means he was different from them. Be different in every way. 2 things you must understand. You don't make a difference until you are different. Among your family members, among your classmates, you don't make a difference until you are different. Secondly, your influence is a product of your difference. Your influence in your generation, whether you are going to influence from the top, is a product of your difference. When people begin to say, why are you so different? Why do you just behave differently? Why don't you just want to act like everybody? Why do you want to behave as if you are superior? When they begin to think, talk like that, know that you are on the way going somewhere. Am I communicating? In my life, I've come across mediocre people. People who think very low and very base, very on the ground. And I looked at myself and I said, I'm so different. The thought is different. The content of the talk is different. Behavior is different. Mindset is different. I'm not talking of unbelievers. I'm talking of some so-called people in ministry. And at the end of the day, everything grew differently. And the difference is so clear. Don't ever struggle to belong if you are different. If you begin to feel different and think different and behave different, and never struggle to belong. Otherwise, your attempt to belong will limit your destiny. Be different. Number 4. So the first thing is maintain the company of the Most High. Possess vision for the top. Be different in every way. Number 4. Be the best in what you do. Are you planning to go to the top? Be the best in what you do. Work on yourself until you are the best in what you do. 1 Samuel chapter 16 verse 17. They were looking for somebody to go to the palace, and Saul said, provide me a man that can play well and bring him to me. And in verse 18 they found David, that he was the best in whatever he did. He was the very, very best in playing the instrument. Please listen to this. If being the best is your passion, being at the top is your portion. Say that again.